on, really?
What? Hey, how's it going there? Your old pal Jim, super picker flipping duo. Ashley's with me. We're going to Baltimore. We're gonna thrift up there. We're gonna hit the Savers brands and thrift stores and see if we can't pick up some more inventory. Running a bit low. We need to get a couple of days worth of inventory at least. Uh, New Year's Eve, tomorrow, New Year's Day, Thursday, and not going to be going out a whole lot, so got to keep busy. Today's the day to go out, so um, we're heading out. Hopefully, we find some good stuff. We have nothing going on.
What?
We have nothing going on. We have nothing to talk about. This morning during shipping, I talked about shipping rate updates.
Oh,
Yeah, like U.S. Mail always updates their shipping rates. That's not news.
it always goes up.
Yeah, the news there is that it's going up sooner rather than, slight delay. They're going to take down their holiday rates and then instantly put in their increased rates from pre-holiday. So we'll see that rate increase. And anytime they announce a rate increase, that number that they announce is on their retail. So what we pay by buying shipping through eBay is not quite retail. We're not paying retail rates, so the increase is not quite retail rate increase. So that number doesn't apply, but it's still going up.
Right, rates are still going to go
Right. Like I said during shipping, the big news is that FedEx and UPS. UPS we don't ship a whole lot. FedEx we ship a ton because we are shipping board games and toys. So I don't want to say they're bulky boxes, but they're bigger parcels. So so that they're not first class. Let's put it that way. Those are going to change. They're changing the way that they calculate things, which is always scary. They're now putting a max dimension on their ground services. So you can't ship anything ground above a certain dimension. Once you do that, then it goes to, they'll bill you for free, which is like insane price. So it's basically shipping a pallet, which is not ideal. This guy's not like this. Okay, not a cop. I wasn't speeding it, but so that's one thing. They're going to a max dimension, and if you break that max dimension, then you flip over to free. So you can't ship anything huge, basically, is what it is. If it can fit on a pallet, you're going to pay pallet rates. If it should be on a pallet, which is basically, I think, over 48 inches on the first dimension, 30 inches on the second dimension, and then over, I want to say 75 pounds, or might be 150 pounds. I don't know. Once I saw the dimensions, I'm like, all right, we're good. We don't ever ship anything that big. But then there's a new rule that they've instituted, and this is as of January 6th, I think, where they're going to treat cardboard box parcels differently than soft pack parcels, polybags. So those dimensions are different. Anything in a big poly bag is going to have a surcharge to it now. So I have to learn what those dimensions are before I really freak out. But I just saw that and then I was like, oh no. And then my brain was fried at that point from looking over all of the new stuff. And yeah, so we'll learn more about that over the coming days. And obviously, eBay is going to implement that into their shipping rates. So that'll be a new experience for all sellers. So shipping could get pretty nasty, particularly with FedEx, if you're shipping larger items. If you're shipping smalls, you're fine. No, nothing to worry about. So that's that. We're gonna head to Baltimore. We're not almost there. We're still in Delaware. Shoot, we might
Just saying a lot because it usually takes us like 20 minutes to get out of Delaware going this way.
right. We might be in. We're about to be in Maryland. We just passed the Delaware sign. So yeah, there's the Maryland sign. So we're coming into Maryland. And now we got to get to Baltimore, which is still like an hour and 15 minutes, hour and 20 minutes. So we got some time before we get to our first store. It's 11 o'clock now. We'll get there around lunchtime. We'll start thrifting. Maybe we'll hit 4 or 5 stores, depending on how well things go. Then that'll be it. Kind of sucks that we have to travel like this to hit quality thrift stores. We just don't have much around us, so that's how we have to do it. Anywho, let's get our thrift on. Let's go.
Filthy. $30. It's disgusting. Oh, they're smoking something. Very dirty here. got a whole bunch of games. Good, successful. You can get in here. You can just go. The game is very well. Temptations. Something. Shipping it. Alright, let's go.
All right, so that Value Village is one of the better Value Villages we go to, I feel like. They have a lot of games.
I feel like it's not a true value village.
Right.
It's part of Savers, right?
It is. Yeah, they don't write on there, like, the Value Villages we're used to write on their stuff, on their products with a wax pencil marker thing. This one does the Savers labels.
But the label says value village, which is
Right.
kind of weird.
Right. But they use the Savers checkout system and all of that. So, and when you look up, like if you go to the Savers website, this one comes up. So, they're definitely part of that chain. And we pick up a lot of games when we come here. So it's a good stop. But everything is filthy. Everything. All the games are just about guaranteed to be missing pieces. The electronics are 50-50 on if they work. The appliances are, you're guaranteed to spend at minimum 10 minutes, if not 20 to 30 minutes cleaning. So that all just factors into whether you're going to buy something or not. And their stuff is like sky high priced. Like that skillet was an off-brand skillet, but just because it was a enameled cast iron piece, they wanted $30 for it. And it was torched. Like, not like, I won't say beyond use, but pretty close to beyond use. And it was probably $30 new. Like, so it's just,
You know the flowers that I'm collecting? I put up on the side of the shed.
Yeah.
The metal flowers.
Mm-hmm.
They had a white one.
Okay.
Still had a tag on it.
Right.
They priced it at $12.99.
Okay.
The new tag was $24.
Yeah.
$24.99 or whatever.
Right. Right. But they got it for free, but they want half of the value.
Right.
Yeah. So that's why it's still on the shelf.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
So, but that's the way it is at these thrifts. You just got to pick through and,
With that being said, there were a couple games that were only $3.50.
Right. Right.
Not bad.
And they didn't list their color of the day or week or whatever anywhere. So we were kind of flying blind, and
I don't know if they even had a color of the
yeah,
day.
I mean, nothing we bought came up discounted. So I don't know if they were running any kind of
Going
stuff.
that way?
I have no idea.
I think you're going that way.
Okay. Yeah. So we're going to a 2nd Avenue thrift now. I don't know that we've been to this one. This might be a new one, or at least one that we've only been to once, because we don't really come out this way. Then after this, we'll go to a Savers that I know we've never been to, and then maybe we'll go out to Columbia, go to that Savers, because at least we know that Savers. that second half.
I guess it all depends on how much you spend. I mean, that was a cart full.
Yeah,
That was,
that was a good bit of money.
I mean, that was what 95% games.
Right. We got a lot. So,
Yeah.
and I like selling games, but games is time consuming. So it's like,
Some games are time consuming.
well, I mean, it's not only time consuming to check them, but it's time consuming to picture, like with the setup and all.
Some are easy.
Mm.
Some are more intense.
Right. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and get to the next one. And yeah,
See what we find next.
we'll see. But at least it'll be 25% off. So that's something. All right, let's go.
Aw.
So we did go into the Essex, Maryland, 2nd Avenue Thrift. We had been there before. And again, I mean,
I remember having a cart full last time, so I remember you having to pull the car around last time.
right, yeah. These are good thrifts.
Yeah.
The ones in Baltimore that suck are the Goodwills, and there's not a lot of good local thrifts. So, or not a lot of local thrifts really at all. And the ones that are local are open weird hours, so you can't really plan a trip around just the locals, and they're all small and tiki and not really what we're looking for.
Sure, you could find some stuff in there, though.
Yeah, but it's hard to plan a trip that's 2 hours from your house to go to a store that's
Right. It would be easier
small.
if we were closer.
Right. So we need to hit these mega stores, and Baltimore just doesn't have that many of them. Like there's these two that we hit. We didn't take video because it was crowded. Like every aisle I was in, there was somebody in there, and like a lot of times I was waiting for somebody to get out of the way so I can look at stuff. And
I was getting frustrated in front of the games.
right. And there was kids like blowing on recorders. One kid came up to me twice and was like, "Look at what I found." I was like, "Yeah, cool."
That's fun. I was a teenager.
I was a teenager.
Like
so,
young adult.
yeah, but I think he's on the spectrum. So I was like, "Oh, yeah, cool. Right on." The first time he was like, "Excuse me, sir." I was like, "Yeah?" He's like, "This thing sucks." And it was a toy vacuum. I was like, "That's pretty funny." All right. I'll hand it to you for the yes. You can interrupt me for a joke like that. Yes, that's funny.
That's a dad joke.
Right. I will accept it.
Kyler would have died.
Second time was he wanted to show me a Texaco model airplane. I was like, "Oh yeah, cool." So I just made him feel good about his find. But for those reasons, I didn't record because I don't like to record people, even though it's public and they have no expectation of privacy. I still don't like to do it because I just don't feel right about it. I don't want to cause problems. So if there's people, I don't pull out the camera to calm down. So you will still see everything we found. Tons of games. Just a lot of games. Not so many toys. Not in either store. We're finding a lot of games. And not so much of the other stuff either. Not so much kitchen stuff. Not so many mugs or really much of anything else. It's mostly games. So our back is filling up quick. And
You just can't have that packet.
that's true. I suck at that. So we're going to Savers. There is no sale today, but I'm sure they have colors. I may have a 20% off coupon or something like that. So yeah, we'll go hit Savers and then see what to do from there. From this Savers, there's really not a whole lot close by. So if we hit another store, we're going to be traveling probably 30 to 40 minutes. And it's not like it's getting any closer to home. So it's only 3:20. We'll be there by 3:30ish. So we'll see. We'll see what Savers brings us. If it's great, we may call it a day. If it sucks, we may have to travel a bit to get to something that's good. So
Have we been to the Savers?
No.
No. Okay.
So this is a new venture for us. It's not a sale day, so it shouldn't be packed, but Savers is usually pretty busy anyways. Yeah, let's see how it goes.
Imagine this like on like like chocolate. Fondue looking at
That's kind of cool. But I don't like the whole lot. No, too much. It's too much again. $5.99. Very tight quarters over here.
All right, so savers are packed, even though there's no sale, no colors, no nothing.
They were doing some kind of clothing sale.
Then a clothing sale. And I think that's what they do during the week. Like they have their one sale day where the whole store goes on sale and then everything else is just clothing only. So but man, that store is packed. And it's packed because it's the only thrift store around. So we're north of Baltimore. Now we're going to go through Baltimore
At rush hour.
at rush hour and basically go just outside DC during rush hour to Columbia, which we're familiar with, having been to several soccer tournaments there. And we're going to hit a 2nd Avenue Thrift because it is Tuesday. And yeah, that'll be the last hurrah. Then it'll take us some time to get home. And then we'll show you what we got, which is just going to be a bunch of board games. So it's going to be a quick haul because we're not going to go through every single thing. I'll tally up all the board game totals like I've been doing. And then we'll just go over the few extras that we got, which is not really all that much. Yeah, it's we're not really getting a whole bunch of extras besides not even toys. It's just board game, board game, board game. That's
South Star had toys, but they were all too much.
right. Yeah. So we'll buy toys another day. And our Goodwills and the stores in New Jersey are good for the appliances and things like that. Out here, not so much. But out here, their board game prices are not too bad. So, yeah. So now we're going to Columbia, and it's going to be dark soon. So we'll have that to contend with. And of course, we have traffic to contend with. So I'm not going to stay on this for too long because I got to focus. And people drive like idiots because they want to get home from working all day. And we're out here just enjoying life.
Yeah, sure. You're doing south?
Yes. So,
Right, we're going.
all right. Time to cut through Baltimore. You won't see that because it's going to take us 45 minutes. So, let's get to Columbia.
So I had to get another cart because we got so much stuff. So look forward to that here in a minute. And yeah, there's the first cart with the wife. And we're gonna start loading up here. As long as toys are reasonable, they are. What are games?
Remember correctly, they're all the way down there.
Yeah.
This is just
Okay. So there's no kids, so that's nice. Hmm. $349, $375, we can do that. Turtle back here, yeah, we can do that. Not seeing anything else immediately. Off-brand something. Those don't do so great. Ah. Nope. It's a knockoff. Yep. I have to get a third cart. Sheesh. Alright, let's go to games.
Alright, so that Second Avenue Thrift, we spent more money than I had left. So,
you're welcome.
so that's going to come out of another place. And yeah, it was a good stop. It was a good stop for the stuff other than games. The game section was disappointing.
Very. Even the games that they had were
Right.
a mess.
Yes,
Like the boxes were either like water damage or just broken.
Yeah,
or...
not in good shape at all.
That was just bad.
But the other stuff they had was excellent. Good quality brand stuff. Picked up a bunch of Pampered Chef. We always pick up Pampered Chef. I feel like whenever we come here.
Yeah, so there's certain stores
Where it's just
that
Pampered
it
Chef
seems
is
like there's
good.
people that have it and donate it and
Right.
insult it or something.
Right. So
but yeah,
picked up a bunch of Pampered Chef stuff.
I'm still upset about that.
We actually left a bunch of Pampered Chef stuff. We didn't pick up everything. But we picked up Temptations by Terra as a brand to look out for. That is like, I forget what it's called, like table ready ovenware or something like that. Like it's really nice stuff. If you can find it complete, it's quite pricey. And we paid up for it. Like I mean, $40 was one set. But I'm confident I can get $100 plus
and it was 20% off. Plus, I got another 10% off,
25.
25% off, plus another 10% off. So I got a deal on their pricing, so I'll be okay. They had a chip and dip set that I saw sold for like 150, and I picked that up for, was it 26 on the tag,
I don't
something
know
like that.
how much each. I just know you got
It was like,
three separate
yeah, one was
sets.
26, one was 30, one was 40.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
yeah, I think the chip and dip set was the most expensive, but it was the cheapest tag. Go figure. So so we're gonna do well with that. We bought, I don't even know what else. A couple of
toys.
Yeah, some toys, some West Bend slow cookers.
Oh yeah.
We bought one complete slow cooker and then one just the pot and the lid, which we need the lid for something else.
Right.
And then we can sell just the pot by itself just as a piece. So that's fine. So yeah, that's, and before we went in the store, I was like, it's slow. We've only had 2 sales
All day.
today.
Yeah.
And 2 board games, right? 2 board games.
I don't even know.
Yeah, I
we
think,
have 4 to ship,
right.
so
We had two board games.
yeah. Oh, Busy Town.
Yeah, we sold
Just listed that.
Mousetrap in a Busy Town, and then
I didn't even know.
while we were in there, we sold a Revereware pot.
2-quart pot.
Right, and then the big sale is we sold the Flintstones cookie jar. Excited about that. So you'll see that maybe tomorrow. I'll do a shipping video just on that item because that's a unique, like, fragile. You'll see how I ship that. So, and I got to get a box for it because I'm out of boxes. So. Shit. All right, we're going home because it's 6:30 and we're like 2 hours from home. So we're gonna go home.
And the car is full.
Yeah, I can't see out the back, as you can see.
Would you like me to move that stuff?
No, and our back seats are filling up, so it's time to go. I'm out of money anyway.
That's true. We're out of money.
So,
but I can move some of that stuff. You can't.
No, it's fine. Yeah, so we're gonna go home. We'll get all this stuff out of the car tomorrow, and you'll see the big haul tomorrow. I mean, for you it'll be next. For us it'll be tomorrow. So that's coming up. All right. Next day. Thrift haul. Board games. We got a lot of them. We've already totaled everything up on our board games. Assuming everything is complete, as always, some of this stuff is not going to test well. Some of this stuff is not going to be complete, and we're not going to be able to complete it. So they'll just become part of our pieces stash, all of that. But assuming perfect world, we've got $1,811 just in board games. So let's go through really quick what we got in board games. We'll point out some interesting finds, and then we'll move on to the not board game stuff because this video is getting kind of long. Sound good? All right, let's do it. Got Outburst Junior. This women's soccer puzzle is new. Travel Blockus is always good. Poker Keno, Reverse Charades, yada yada yada. Smart Mouth is a new one to pick up for us. We used to get it, and now we're back to getting it again. Star Wars, any Star Wars game version is worth looking up. Think Fun Laser Chess, that's a fun one. Variations of Risk is good. Avalon Hill is a good brand to look up. Sorry for using my middle finger there. That's a good Risk. Electronic Battleship is always good. Then we got a couple of Risks. Cat in the Hat Game. Angry Birds, again, Star Wars and Jenga. We got pieces for that. We've got Disney Seen It. First and second edition. Hangman, Clues, some Busy Towns. A whole bunch of Games of Life. How about that? Here, let me zoom out. Maybe that'll be easier on the eyes. Monopoly Electronic Banking. These are both Candyland Winnie the Pooh. Yep. So 2 Candyland Winnie the Poohs. A Mad Gab. Mr. Bucket, we know this is not complete, but pieces are worth it, and it's worth holding on to find if if you find another one, that's like a $60 gain. Stratego, this is a Play Monster version, but even still, it does well. Play Monster usually has higher quality boxes and pieces. Gestures and Pandemic, both new. Scrabble Travel, Deluxe Scrabble Travel. Pretty Princess is usually pretty good. This is the newer one, so another Pokino. Categories Junior is always good. Kismet was really good. Now it's kind of come down a bit. This is a Pictionary card set. Oh, yeah. Mindflex. That's like a $40-$50 game. I put 40 on it. Just again, being conservative. Then we'll come over here. We've got, now I'll zoom in. Parcheesi, we'll start from the top. Parcheesi, Mother Goose Game, Clue, another Battleship, Aggravation Payday, couple sorries. That Ambassador is a chess set. That's a $60 to $80 chess set. Stop Thief vintage game by Parker Brothers. That's a cool one, about $30. Snap Circuits, we're starting to buy used, and Ashley's checking them in the store before we buy. So we're feeling pretty good about these two being complete. That bottom one is a $60 to $80. That top one's $30 to $35. Vintage Twister, I think that's a first edition. 2 Monopoly Juniors, a Connect 4. And Ticket to Ride Europe. And then we've got 3 first edition Pictionaries. So now we've got to put all these away somewhere. I don't know where, but we're going to put them away, and we'll get to the rest of the haul here. All right, Ashley's figuring out where to put the board games because we have no idea. This is why we need shelving. So I'm going to show you some plates and that kind of stuff that we got. Temptations by Tara and some Pampered Chef stuff. And then I'm going to go probably just stand there while she figures out what to do because I have no idea. So let's get started. All right. 2 plates. Well, a plate and a platter bowl thing. This is a Pampered Chef. Zoom out. Pampered Chef Celebrate plate. Paid $2.49. That's like a $30 plate. And then we've got this Pampered Chef serving bowl, simple editions. It's about a $40 bowl. And then we've got this Pampered Chef pizza stone. Even though they're well used, you can still get money for them. That's probably a $35 pizza stone. And this is the additions by Temptations by Tara, presentable ovenware. That's the pattern on the side. Pretty much the same, just different colors. I'm sure they come, she has different patterns, but this one's got duct tape, which kind of sucks for cleaning up, but it should be okay. This one, we only paid $26.99 and then 35% off. But when I looked it up, this one last sold for about $190, didn't have the lid. So I'm going to still be conservative and say $150 on that. This looks like a complete set with the lids. Only one carrier, and I don't know if that's how it came. But I'm going to say probably 90 to 100 on that. I actually don't see all the lids either. So I'll say 90 on that. And then on this guy, paid $30 for that. This does have, these are lids, I think. Like they fit on top pretty nice. Oh, these are the lids for these. Okay. So, I'm going to say another probably 60 on that. And that looks like the bases. Okay. So yeah. So I'm going to say 150, 90, 60. And then we did pick up a couple of just glass lids because we have at least one vintage crock pot that needs a lid. So we've got that. I'm not counting that as part of our haul to be priced out, but that's just going to complete something that we can list from a previous haul. So, all right, let's go help with games. All right, there's a lot of stuff. We got stacks of games everywhere. All right, so anyway, let's move on. You've got this Starbucks. I think that's like a Seattle mug. There's Public Market, Pike Place. I think that's Seattle. It's newer. It's Discovery Series. I'm going to put 25 on that. I don't know. Another mug we got is the Dunkin' mug. I'm going to put 20 on that. Oh, we got this West Bend slow cooker. We usually get 40 for these. We paid up for that one. And this KitchenAid Chef's Chopper. Just a mini food processor. These get about 35. This is just part of a slow cooker with the little ducts. We need the lid for another one. We can sell the base by itself. The base will get probably 25. The lid we need for another one to complete, so that's another 40. I'm not going to add it here because we already counted that as part of another purchase. Pampered Chef rice cooker, we get about 25 for these. This is a KitchenAid. We've sold one of these before. I have no idea what it is, but we sold this exact one for $18. This Pampered Chef rice cooker, it's got the old Pampered Chef logo on it, which is like a big chicken on a chef's hat. That's about 20 bucks. And it's super, super light. This is a Rowenta iron. Nice clean underneath. Couple scratches, but that's okay. That's probably 35 bucks. Another Starbucks mug. That looks like a soccer ball to me. I don't know, but back here it says finish with a rabbit. I don't know. I'm going to say 25 on that. Got a Sony alarm clock that needs some cleaning. That's probably 22-ish. Yeah, 22. And these are good things to look out for. This is Kasky Kids. They come with baseball guys, football guys, soccer guys, all sorts of different guys. They're just little play sets. They do have little grass mats for the field. The soccer ones come with soccer goals. This one comes with a scoreboard. And then like all the like positional players and an umpire. I don't know if it's complete. I don't think it is because I don't see the mat at the very least. But the guys themselves do go for money because people collect them to create teams and things like that. I don't know. It's just a fun little thing. They get good money. I'm going to say probably 25 bucks. And we've got one of these Munchkin Mozart Magic Cubes. Not working right now, but we haven't.
I think it did turn it on.
It's on.
Oh. If something else did.
Yeah, so that's 25. We got another penguin. Penguin at this thrift was $3.49, 25% off. So we know that that goes for about 27. We got this turtle guy that's working. That's about 25. We got two Pampered Chef boil overs. These go on your pot. They rest on your pot when you're making spaghetti or, you know, mac and cheese or whatever. Or what did Maddox make last night?
The pasta.
Like pastaronis or
Yeah.
whatever. Like those Knorr pasta kits.
Yeah.
Like sit that on top and it won't boil over. The smaller ones get about 30, 25. I don't know.
I think
We'll say
you said-
25, 35.
Yeah, I think that's what you said.
25, 35. And we've got Pampered Chef Quick Stir Pitcher. That's good for about $22.
You,
This is a Fisher Price clock thing, $2.49. This was just a spec buy, like we didn't really look it up.
I looked it up. There's one listed for like 35. I didn't look at sold though.
So we'll say 30. And this is another spec buy because $2.49, 25% off. I'm going to say $22 for this Fisher Price toy.
And worst case scenario, my niece can play with it.
Right. So we've got babies around. We're in Florida.
It's close enough.
This guy works, this radio. This is a newer toy, but we're going to still put 25 on that. This original Bop It goes for about 30. Toy drums. This is Leapfrog, I think.
Yes.
Yep, Leapfrog drums go for about 25. Super easy to picture, list, test, all that good stuff. This hedgehog, we have one listed. It hasn't sold yet. I'm going to put 25 on it still. We got one of these guys listed too. It hasn't sold yet, but we only paid $4.49, 25% off, or 35% off. So I'm going to put 25 on him as well. This is a Panasonic foot pedal for a voice transcriber. So these can do really, really well. I didn't look up this model, but it was only $3. So I'm going to put 25 on it. It could be up to like 40, 50 bucks. So this is an Eero branded. This is a Wi-Fi extender, I believe. I'll have to look. I believe these are the extenders, and I get about 35 for those. This is a Pampered Chef thing. I have no idea what it is. I was like, hey, here. And she's like, oh yeah, why are they always dirty? I'm like, I have no idea what it is.
I don't know the initial name.
They're
They're
silicone things that you
bowls that is measuring on the side.
silicone measuring bowl things that are always dirty for some reason. So I'm gonna say 30 bucks for the set.
I don't know.
30
Maybe.
bucks for the set.
Okay.
This is a Pampered Chef mirrored snail.
That's not Pampered Chef.
Not Pampered Chef. Pampered Chef doesn't sell toys. Fisher Price. Mirrored snail. 25 bucks.
You rushing?
Yes.
Because I'm rushing you?
Because we have to get to
The
drop off for shipping. Bop It Smash is a good one. This is probably $28 to
It's fun to
$30.
play too. Every time I test it, I like to play it for a while.
Yeah, so that's a good one. And they sell quick. Spartus, little Spartus clock. These are good to pick up if you can pick them up cheap. This was $3 on sales. That's probably $18. You're not going to make a ton of money on them, but
As long as it's cheap enough. I'm gonna grab it.
this is a Unisonic telephone, old school phone. And I grabbed the. I don't know why you're moving shit around. Unisonic phone is got the pink kind of background. We'll clean this up. We may have to replace the phone cord because it's all chewed up. But $5. It is rough, so that's probably 30. If it was in better condition, probably 40 to 45. So we'll put 30 on it. Picked up another slow cooker. This is what we needed the lid for that I showed you before. So the lid will go on this. then we'll sell the slow cooker. We may change, I'll look at which design does better, geese or flowers. And then we'll just pair it up with this base. So we'll put $40 on that. 40.
That's everything.
That's everything?
Yes.
That's everything. So
Unless
yeah.
you missed the one on the counter.
No. So we spent $550 yesterday thrifting around Baltimore. Yes. And we've got $3,078 in potential sales. So that's not bad. Not bad at all. Now, a lot of that is gains. And like I said, there's risk there. There's inherent, stuff is not going to be complete. We're confident that stuff will not be complete. But we're confident that we have a lot of stuff that we can make complete. I'll show you. This is just this is our wall of pieces, just decent boxes and just stuff with game pieces that we can make other games complete. And there's a lot here. She's got notes and everything else. So we can make stuff complete, right? We don't have every game that we bought. So we are gonna, if there's stuff here that we don't have a game for, we'll just add that to the stack of, stuff. So again, these numbers are perfect world situation. That's not reality, but
Pretty cool.
we don't know what reality is until we sell it. So even if we take off 20%, we're making decent money doing this. So, all right, long video, long haul portion.
We gotta go.
We gotta go. We gotta drop off our shipping now before FedEx picks up. So, it's tiring. All right, you guys know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe. All that happy horseshit. We'll catch you next time.